Hey there guys, day 36 and plenty to tell. So, as you may have remembered from yesterday, Pete, the teacher, wonderful man, set me up with a teacher who lives on this street who's going to pick me up. Colombian woman. He said jokingly yesterday, ask her about narcos. So, Colombian, narcos, sure. Anyway, get in the car, 6 a.m, something silly, 7, and I said to her, what brought you here? You're Colombian, what's the link? She goes, you know when things happen in your family when you have to leave the country? No. Particularly like Tasmania from Colombia is extreme. And she's like, my surname's Escobar. What? So many questions! I held it back, I was pretty cool about it, but I promise you I will ask one slightly inappropriate, intrusive, private question per day to really find out, paint the whole picture. I want to know what is going on there. Is she of Escobar fame? Am I getting driven in every day in Tasmania by an Escobar? Is my life at risk? Anyway, that was the first excitement. Then as we pulled into the town where I farm, 8 o'clock it is, get a text from the farmer. It's frosty today, mist has come down, we'll start at 9:30. Disaster. Found a coffee shop and just sort of sat around. He eventually met me for a coffee and we just talked life. Anyway, eventually got to the farm. Danny is called in sick today, so it's just me and the Dillions, and James, who was fired yesterday, but obviously got the sort of shameful callback today. And I thought, okay, when lunchtime comes, we made this like fire. Oh my God, this bed's on wheels, right, and there's no brakes. So when I lean like that, I start rolling. My pillow falls down the back of my bed every night because I sort of just roll around, it turns out. Anyway, I'll sit like this. So at lunch, we made like this fire, it's like a copper, whatever it's called, some metal fire thing. And we decided that we would sit around it at lunchtime because it's warmer. So I thought, okay, this is when I'm going to get to know the Dillions because they usually eat in their car. So I was like, okay, what are their passions? What can I get them talking about? So, Dark Mofo's come up, big festival. Some of the world's greatest artists come into Tasmania. Thousands of tourists flock to the city for this huge 2-week festival, exciting in the midst of dark, depressing winter. Guys, have you been to it before? What is your favourite thing? What should we buy tickets for? No, we don't really like it. It's boring. Damn, okay, I dropped the ball there. I was like, cool, fine. What are you guys up to this weekend? Oh yeah, nothing. Nothing really happens around here. I was like, how is that your thing? Then they're like, okay, yeah, we're going to finish work an hour early today because Danny wasn't there. I was the most senior person on the farm, which I can't lie to you, I quite enjoyed. The boss, the gaffer, the manager, quaking in their boots they were. Not really. But yeah, I was the boss. And they said, we're going to finish an hour early today. I like to say they asked me, they didn't, they told me. We're going to finish an hour early. Cool, 3 o'clock. I was like, what are you guys going to do this evening? At the same time, one of them answers sleep, one of them answers drink. I was like, lads, come along. So I'm not quite cracked the Dillions, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Then went to the pub, met Pete and Jude, just such good people. He told me I'd love to repeat it now, but he just gave me bullet points. And then he said, it's a long story, and I badgered him for a while. So he told me, he said, I was in Malta. I got in a bit of trouble. Some friends of mine had to raise some money to bail me out. I ended up a hero. And he moved on. I was like, what? There's a lot going on. And that story, it's almost worth a different... I just wouldn't do it justice, but it's an incredible story. He ended up in jail. A famous band raised money to get him out of jail. He ended up a hero because he went to jail wrongly admitting something that he didn't do to get other people out. I mean, the whole thing was the craziest story I've ever heard. But, beautiful. And then, which was really sweet and fitting, he said to me, Hamish, don't tell Jude. And it's sweet because I was raving about how wonderful he was last night. He said, don't tell Jude this, but when we got home after our car journey yesterday, I said to Jude, Hamish is a good guy, isn't he? And she said, you know the thing about Hamish? And he said, go on. He goes, he's symmetrical. I, to this day, it was the same day it was said, have no idea what that means, but it's sort of a beautiful, it makes sense from them. I don't know what it means, but I think it's nice. So that was lovely. So yeah, it was actually a really great day. I enjoyed it. It was freezing. It was It started off -2 this morning and it never got above 1. We were like in thick fog all day. So in terms of the work, kind of miserable, but I'm just enjoying it. Liking being in Hobart. I didn't end up sawing my arms off. I didn't do the old chainsaw thing. I forgot to tell you my walk the other night was lovely as well. It's just, things are going well. I'm sort of dreading this weekend, 'cause it's a long weekend because of the bank holiday Monday, because they go mad for the Queen's birthday here. And I don't like weekends as much as the week, really. But, we'll find things to do. We'll fill our time. Anyway, I've been blabbing on for too long now. So, you guys are real special. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right then. Cheerio.